Why don't you ever talk about your baby daddy or what happened? Um,
I know I gave you what you needed. I know what you like. I feel it coming.
today we are going to go to the park and to get some breakfast. So we're gonna do a get ready with us while I answer some questions that I got asked on a Q&A. Baby, over here. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it as I get ready. Have you ever done anything grimy to someone? Honestly, no. I think the grimiest thing that I've ever done is probably when I was in high school. I cheated on the boyfriend that I had. I think it was like my sophomore year. I don't really remember. I really deserved it because he honestly treated me like shit. But I can say that that was very out of my character. Like, I'm not the cheating type of person. Obviously I learned from that experience and I never did it again and would never do it again. I was so young and I was so angry. I felt like I had wasted so much time, and at the time I didn't believe in you know, like everybody is a lesson, like, or you learn something from everyone. I wasn't feeling that. I was like, he tried my shit. And he did. Yeah. I think that's the grimiest thing I've ever done to someone. What is the grimiest thing someone has done to you? There's so many to choose from. I don't know, if I had to choose one, what my baby daddy did, which I'm not gonna get into too much detail about that. What he chose to do, to me, I think that's the grimiest thing that tops all the other grimy things anybody has ever done to me. Next question is, if you could change one thing that has happened in your life, what would it be? Losing a lot of people that I've lost. And I would change that because anything that I've like done in my life or anything that has already happened, I feel like has like molded me into like who I am today. So I wouldn't really change anything really at this point. I've made peace with the bad things that have happened and I'm happy about the good things that have happened. I would probably just change like my baby daddy, you know, my cousin, a couple friends that I've lost. So definitely that, just because death is something like you can't come back from. So if I had to change anything that's happened, I'd probably change that. We're gonna head to the park today, but I am gonna probably go get something to eat with her. I don't know yet where the fuck I'm going. So what would your ideal partner have? To be honest, I don't really know at this point. Very hard to pinpoint like what I would want in an ideal partner, because I'm just so over, like, dating is not for me at the moment. Like, it's not something that I can even like think of. I feel like my ideal partner, first and foremost, ready, set, go, good job, would first and foremost have to treat my daughter like as if it was his daughter. You know, like, that's very important to me. But as for my, like, towards me, he would have to have just a lot of patience, because I'm not in a stage right now where I can really date like that. I don't really have a babysitter. I know a lot of people say like they do this shit on their own, but I really do this shit on my own. I live with my parents, so obviously I'm not like completely alone, but in the sense of my daughter, like, I do everything by myself for my kid. I only get a babysitter for an hour every day to go to the gym. Like, that's it. I don't get to go out. That's like out the window for me. So whoever I do decide to date would definitely have to have a lot of patience, because I feel like guys in this generation don't really, like, already you have a kid and it's hard to like do anything with that person, but the second that they see that it's not gonna be easy to like go out to dinner and like just come pick me up whenever you want, like, I don't think a lot of guys are like down for that kind of life. So yeah, my ideal partner at the moment would have to have a lot of patience, be nice, be loyal, which is like so hard for men these days, and be honest, and just be really single, like for real, because y'all be saying y'all single and y'all not. Y'all definitely have girlfriends. So yeah, those are just some things that my ideal partner right now would have to have. Next question, have you ever shot a gun? I sure the fuck have. I sure the fuck have. The shooting range. I've shot a gun in another situation that I cannot talk about. And I accidentally shot a gun, my own gun, in my car, which is actually a funny story. It was my first day. My baby daddy had got me a gun. He had bought me a gun. And he gave me the gun. He was actually driving behind me. And we were heading to our apartment. And I dropped the gun. Like, I hit the brakes at the red light and the gun fell on the floor. It was pitch black because it was nighttime. And I kind of did one of these, like, try to feel for it. And I grabbed it and it shot. Thank God it didn't go through the car and like hit like a person next to me or something like that, because I would be in jail. But yeah, it shot through the passenger door and the bullet stayed inside the door. It was a very quiet ass ride from there on. I was shook as fuck. I couldn't hear. And I literally had to like pull over and literally almost throw up. So 0 out of 10. But yes, I've shot a gun before. Next question. Have you ever cried watching a movie? I cried almost every movie. If it has a fucking dog, I'm crying. If it's like a love story and it don't end right, crying. I'm crying through the whole thing. Queen Charlotte.
I will stand with you between the heavens and the earth. I will tell you where you are. Do you love me?
I love you! From the moment I saw you trying to go.
Are you for or against cosmetic surgery? And what is something you'd get done? I'm for whatever the fuck make people happy. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do that. You know what I mean? I would probably get that done. Like, I would get something done if I had the money for it. If, like, recovery wasn't so hard, I'd probably get a couple things done. Honestly, ever since I started like really working out correctly and stuff like that, and really got into like fitness, which I'm a certified personal trainer now. Hit me up. But anyways, yeah, ever since I really got into fitness and I started learning more, and I'm like happy with my results right now. And as of right now, I wouldn't get anything to my body done. I think I've mentioned in other videos, I would definitely get lip filler, but like very minimal. So yeah, I used to want like my breasts done. Like for a very long time, I wanted that done so bad. Like I was so upset that I am small chested. But I grew out of that. Like I'm happy with how I look now. There was a point in my life where I really wanted to get my butt done. Like I wanted a BBL so bad. Yeah, I was like so stressed out and so unhappy with my body But now I'm just like, I'm down with what I have. I have a lot of friends actually that have BBLs. They have their breasts done, they have lip fillers, their nose done, like, and you know what, I feel like if you're doing it for the right reasons, like if you're doing it because you're really upset or uncomfortable with something that you have, then go for it. You know, if you have the money and if you're doing it for yourself, then why not, you know? So I'm definitely like, I'm for it. As of right now, like I said, I wouldn't get anything done to myself, but if you got the money, boo, go get that work done. Next question: why don't you ever talk about your baby daddy or what happened? When my baby daddy first passed away, I was very open about the situation. I was very open to posting about him and about what happened and our relationship and all this stuff. But as time went on, I felt like not only was it kind of disrespectful to talk about him like that, in that way, just because anybody who really knew Bishop knew that he was like a very like a private person. He had his reasons for being private, if you know what I mean. But he was very private and he didn't really like people in his business. So not only did I feel like it was kind of disrespectful towards him, but you know, me and the other mom weren't always on good terms. And for a very long time, it almost felt like a competition. Like I felt like I had to always be, you know, talking about my spot in his life and talking about our relationship and defending myself, when I feel like I don't need to really defend myself. Like, I just didn't really like how that situation made me feel. I didn't like how it made me look, really. So as time went on, I realized like there was a lot of lies about what happened and a lot of misconception, and it just got to a point where I was like, you know what, like I really don't even care anymore, bro. Like, me justifying my spot in his life, defending our relationship and being truthful about everything that happened, wasn't gonna bring him back. You know, it wasn't gonna bring him back. It was not going to give me anything out of it. So I just figured, like, you know what, like, I'll let people think what they want to think. I'll let people say what they want to say. And at the end of the day, I know what the truth is. I know what we had, and all of his friends, all of his family, all of my friends and all of my family knew what we had. And I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? I'm at peace with that. And it's unfortunate how he did me. But it just is what it is. And I just felt like I'm, you know, made myself a new Instagram, and I just decided to not talk about him, not post about him, not talk about him. He is still very much remembered in my life. I talk about him with my family every day. I talk to his family every day. I talk to all of his best friends every day. And you know, my daughter will grow up knowing who her dad was, and that's where I'm gonna leave it at, you know. I'm not a pity party type of person. I don't want people to fuck with me because they feel bad for me, or fuck with me because of what I've been through, or because they feel like they owe me anything. I want people to fuck with me because of me. I still have love for him. I still have respect for him. Obviously, we share a daughter together. That's why I don't really post him anymore. I don't really talk about him anymore. The next question is, what is advice you give someone who is in a toxic relationship? Get out. I honestly think that it's a very fine line in relationships from where it's a regular thing to a toxic thing. But if it does, like, once there's no respect in the relationship, it's time to go. It's time to go, because it's never gonna go back to that. Once the relationship is disrespected, it's done for. And the last question is, what are some of your goals? I don't really talk about my goals with people, or what I have planned, because I just feel like I read something somewhere where it was saying, like, the reason that you're not supposed to talk about your plans is because like, when you have certain goals and plans, you have some kind of, like, chemicals in your brain and in your body that kind of push you, because you're so excited to get that done, and then when you get it done, you do it, and it kind of goes away, like the high goes away. And if you talk about those things, you're actually so excited while you're talking about it that those chemicals are, like, released, and it kind of, like, backtracks you into not wanting to fight so hard to do it, because you already, like, talked about it. You already was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire, and then it's like, then you're like, you just kind of got that high already, so you just don't do it no more. I don't know, it was something like that, and I believe in that, because it's like, I've talked about certain things I want to do before, and the energy that I felt towards it kind of just got sucked out of it. Like, I no longer felt like I needed to hurry up and do that anymore, because I was just like, if it happens, it happens. And that's from talking too much about that shit. So I would say my short-term and long-term goals are always going to be for my daughter to be happy and well taken care of, and for myself to be happy and well taken care of. So those are my main goals right now. All the other stuff is, you know, stuff I'm working on, and I just don't really talk about it with nobody. So yeah, but I am gonna go ahead and get dressed and get my daughter's hair done and get dressed so we can go ahead to eat some breakfast, and then we will see you guys when we get to the park. Bye. That's a bird, baby.
Yes.
A bird.
Ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? I got the plug, I made the call.
What color is that? That's yellow.
Tell me why you're crying, how can it be, girl? When you gave me something I don't really feel, but you know that already. When I found you on the ground in the dark, now you come into my yard uninvited. When you see me on the edge, you know, if the world was dead, would you cry or would you try to get me? Tell me now, I want you to be clear. Tell me now, I need you to be clear. I will wait for you, I will wait for you. I will wait for you.
go up the stairs. Got this, baby. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. Go down the slide. You think that's funny? That mommy hurt herself?
Go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I'm the boy by default and without any doubt, oh. I'm a me happy adult, oh. I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl, it's out, oh. I'm a mind that's you the talk, oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate
This way, baby.
my love, oh.
Yeah, this way. You can do it. Mommy's right here. Yeah, you gotta sit. Sit down. Now go.
1, 2, 3, go, baby! Go, mommy's right here. Come on.